Coverage continues with a focus on testing now. Questions being raised tonight over whether the test the NFL is using should be offered and whether play should even continue. Andrew Horansky is live in Berea with what the experts are saying. Hi, Drew.
Hi, Lena. Well, in a nutshell, they're saying, sure, go ahead with them. But the expert I spoke with today from told me there are three very important considerations, three things that you should be considering first. So let me bring you up to speed on a little bit of the crash course that she gave me late this afternoon. Basically, these tests can look at one of two things, your proteins or your genetic material. They can be collected through nasal swabs, some deep, some more shallow, or through your saliva. And Dr. Schmatzer of told me the technology does work, but the conditions must be right. First, the person collecting the sample must do it properly. Next, they must be incredibly careful of contamination, which can happen very easily when the same person is giving several tests or the same space continues to be used. Lastly, she points out that testing for COVID-19 is still very new. There's a learning curve here that we have to consider.
The other thing I would say is that it's really important to remember that these tests are all very new. And in that newness, we're still learning about the performance of the tests. We need to use these more to learn what, if we're getting too many false positives or false negatives and why.
And lastly, I found this to be pretty interesting. Dr. Schmatzer says that it is possible for these tests to actually test positive for COVID because you have the flu or some other strain of COVID. So again, a learning curve here, Lena, but she says, don't rule them out. There's just still a lot to learn as we use these more and more.
Sure, a lot of insight there. We appreciate it. Looking forward to hearing more tonight at 11. Thanks, Drew.